Assalamu alaikum to all my students. This is XII online support program and your class is second year. Today I'll teach exercise 2.4, okay, and your page number 62 to 70 in your book. Before I start exercise 2.4, I want to tell you that in question number 1 you have to do the suitable substitution method. Okay, suitable substitution method means that you have to suppose something. So there in question number 1 there are 5 parts. In part number 1 you can take the derivative but with the suitable substitution. Okay, so I suppose 1 minus x upon 1 plus x to u. So this will hold give me under root u, and you can say that u raised to the power half is u raised to the power half means that for the sake of this thing. Okay, now differentiate u with respect to x. Okay, why? Because we want to apply chain rule. What is chain rule? Chain rule basically gives me that particular thing that you get the answer from the previous questions. Okay, means same thing but it is another process. Okay, so differentiate u with respect to x. This thing u with respect to x, so du upon dx. U upon v is applying here, so I apply u upon v, so that is u upon v. And now what is this? I apply this thing to this, means differentiate with respect to u. Why? Because here in this situation the independent variable is x, and in this situation the independent variable is u. Now you got the answer of dy upon du. Now chain rule. What is chain rule? Chain rule is dy upon dx, dy upon du dot du upon dx. So du we can cancel. This is chain rule. Okay, so we know the dy upon du and du upon dx, we know the values. Now put the values, and after simplification we get the answer. And in part 2 there is a thing that you can see like y is equal to under root x plus under root x, okay, and so on. So let's suppose x plus under root x is equal to u. Okay, x plus under root x is equal to u. So x raised to the power half means x raised to the power half. Okay, now you can see that x plus under root x is equal to u. Okay, so y is equal to under root y, because this is equal to u, or y is equal to u to the power half. Now again differentiate u with respect to x, so du upon dx, and x plus x raised to the power half का differentiate when I am taking, so 1 plus 1 upon 2 root x, or after the LCM 2 root x plus 1 upon 2 root x. Now differentiate y with respect to x, okay, with respect to x is wrong, y with respect to u is okay, y with respect to u, because y with respect to x nahi hoga, theek hai, with respect to u it is. Okay, now you can see that after this derivative this is power rule apply. Okay, power rule, and then dy by du, the answer is this, dy by du. Now by chain rule, what is chain rule? Dy by dx is equal to dy upon du and du upon dx. Just put the value in the particular formula and you can get the answer. Okay, now for the part 3, y is equal to this question that I am supposing u is equal to a plus x upon a minus x. Okay, I suppose this thing, and then y is equal to x root of u. Why? Because x root of u. Okay, or we can say that x root of u means x u raised to the power half. Now differentiate with respect to x. So u into v we can apply u same v derivative, v same u derivative. Simplification. Now differentiate u with respect to x. Okay, u with respect to x. First we y with respect to x and then u with respect to x. Okay, so du upon dx, u upon v we apply. So this is the answer of du upon dx. This is the answer. Okay, by the formula, what is the formula? Dy upon dx is equal to what? Yes, you can see that this is dy upon dx. Okay, equation number 1. Okay, plus u raised to the power half du upon dx. I just put the value du upon dx. Okay, and u raised to the power half. What is the value of u? U is there. So after simplification you get the answer of this. Part 4. Part 5 you have to do by yourself. Question number 2 is all about implicit function. What is implicit function? That we cannot separate the variable easily. Okay, this is called implicit function, but it is very easy thing. So differentiate with respect to x. Part 1. So 3 4 y derivative with respect to x dy by dx, because x derivative with respect to x is 1, 7 is 0, so minus 3 is there, so minus 3 upon 4 the answer of this part. And you can see the part 2 with respect to x, u into v, we can apply u into v, u same v derivative plus v same u derivative. Y square means 2y dy by dx and constant derivative is 0. And now you can see that x plus 2y dy by dx plus y, and then I just separate dy by dx, so answer is this. So part 3 to part 6 is homework. You can do it by yourself, or I'm just giving some hints for part 3 to part 6. Part 3 derivative 2x I is concerned, minus 4 u into v minus 5 dy by dx, and then you can separate the dy by dx. In part 4, 4 to the 8x is the answer, then 2h is the coefficient, x into y means then you have to apply u into v, 2by dy by dx, 2g only remain because x derivative is 1, this is 2f dy by dx, and c is the constant, so 0. So separate dy by dx and then you can take the answer, and same as part 5, part 6. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.